Elon Musk, the untold truth about his past and family dramas, the shadows of Pretoria. He was born in Pretoria, South Africa, on a summer day in 1971. The sun was high, the air thick with tension. This was not a childhood bathed in warmth, but one surrounded by silence, books, and bruises that couldn't always be seen. Elon Musk was different. Quiet, inward, obsessed with science fiction and rockets while most kids chase soccer balls or trouble. But what shaped him wasn't just his intelligence, it was fear. At home, the atmosphere was unpredictable. He often wandered the streets of Pretoria alone, bullied both at school and, as he would later reveal, emotionally wounded at home. In one brutal attack, classmates beat him so badly that he was hospitalized. His face was unrecognizable. He was only 12, yet this wasn't the deepest scar he carried. There was something darker waiting behind his front door. Father or executioner? Elon Musk, an engineer, a pilot, a man of power and presence. But Elon never called him a hero. Quite the opposite. In interviews, Elon would describe his father as a terrible human being, a man capable of manipulation, cruelty, and emotional games that left lasting trauma. While the world was dazzled by Elon's vision, behind the scenes, he was still wrestling with a ghost from his past. Errol, for his part, never stayed out of the spotlight. He would say things that sparked outrage, including shocking revelations about having a child with his own stepdaughter. Elon was mortified. And when asked, he didn't hide it. He said he wanted to be nothing like his father. But the truth is, some of the drive, the cold focus, the relentless ambition might have been forged in that very household. And that begs the question, can we ever truly escape where we come from? Now that you've seen this far, what's your impression of Elon's early life and family? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters. The voluntary exile. At just 17, Elon left everything behind. No farewell to his father, no looking back. He arrived in Canada with little money and no connections, just the hope that somewhere, somehow, he could build a different life. He worked as a janitor, cleaned boilers, and walked miles in the snow just to keep going. This was no Silicon Valley startup story. This was survival. And still, he studied. Queen's University, then the University of Pennsylvania, a double degree, sleeping on couches, selling computer parts just to pay rent. It was in these years of hunger and cold, ambition, that he formed his first real ideas. Not just about business, but about the world. How technology could change it, how he could be the one to do it, and, perhaps most importantly, how he could never let himself feel powerless again. Thank you for staying with us this far. The most dramatic chapters of Elon's life are still to come. Let's keep going. Love, loss, and ambition. Justine, his first wife, the woman who saw him before the billions. They fell in love while he was still building himself, and for a while it worked. Then tragedy struck. Their first son, Nevada, died at just 10 weeks old of sudden infant death syndrome. He never speaks of it publicly, but those close to him say something inside him changed forever. The couple went on to have more children, including twins and triplets, but the relationship collapsed. Justine would later describe Elon as emotionally distant, focused on his work, unable to grieve properly. Then came Tallulah Riley. 2 marriages, 2 divorces. Amber Heard, a highly publicized and tumultuous affair. Grimes, the pop enigma with whom he shares multiple children. And, most recently, a secret baby with one of his Neuralink executives. Through it all, Musk remained elusive, eccentric, and emotionally hard to pin down. A genius? Certainly. But also a man still searching, for connection, for legacy, maybe even for love. The price of genius. Today, Elon Musk is a global force. He leads Tesla, SpaceX, X, formerly Twitter, Neuralink, and more. He's richer than nations, louder than most world leaders, and endlessly controversial. From laying off thousands with a single tweet to promoting conspiracy theories and provoking global debates, his actions don't just make headlines, they shape them. But behind every launch, every stock surge, every scandal, there's still the boy from Pretoria, the exile from Canada, the father grieving a lost child. He doesn't rest. He doesn't slow down. Some say he's running towards the future. Others believe he's still running from his past. And you? After everything you've seen and heard, what do you believe? Comment below. Was Elon shaped by trauma, driven by vision, or both? Subscribe for more real, emotional stories behind the world's most powerful figures. And now, watch our next video to discover the story of another genius who paid a heavy price for greatness.